You're listening to the Victory Sportsbook Show here on Loudmouth Nights. No calls right now, but we've got a huge celebrity on the phone. But before we do that, I want to bring on, of course, my co-hosts. We've got Promo Pete on the line.
How we doing tonight?
Hey, how you doing, sir? And then right here next to me, I've got Nick the Greek. How you doing,
Yeah,
Nick?
guys, what's happening?
All right, I am excited, guys. This is huge. We got a big event out at the boat. And we want to talk about that, right? And, of course, J Love here is producing tonight. I want to thank J Love for being here. We've got Devon Hughes on the line. Devon, welcome to the show.
I'm with you.
There we go, sir. Thank you very much. Little technical difficulties here. We're in a new studio. We haven't gotten used to it. Appreciate your patience with us. Want to talk to you about a big event you guys got coming up with Victory Casino Cruises. And, of course, we're really excited to have you on the line. Joining you tonight, we've got Nick the Greek and Promo Pete, also from Victory Sportsbook.
All right. Nice meeting you guys, man.
All right, man. Yeah, we're looking forward to your event. As we mentioned earlier, Donna and Denise have been in our commercials and everything. They have a wonderful organization called Hope for a Single Mom. And, Devon, you're putting on a great event next Saturday night, the 14th, right here in Brevard County.
Absolutely. It's the second annual, body slam and breast cancer. And the first one was a success. Little mind-boggling for the girls. They had never really, been involved in wrestling, so it kind of took them for a loop, so they were a little bit more prepared this year. But this year we're going to knock it out the ballpark. I mean, the legendary Hulk Hogan, which, for the past 2 years in TNA wrestling, we've been going at each other, and now we're joining forces to not to beat up each other, but to beat up, breast cancer.
I think that's great, and we love that you're doing the event, here in Brevard County, where you're from and everything. And how actually did you get involved with that organization?
Well, basically, the co-owner, the founder, really, of it, Donna Sullivan, works out at a gym that I work out at, and she basically, was telling me about her sister, who was a survivor.
Right.
Her name is Denise, and basically telling me the great things that had happened for her sister, as well as another young lady. And when she told me about it, I was kind of, brought me back a little bit to when my grandmother passed away in '99. Basically, she was the fifth of my family, and when she passed away, a big part of her left. And I had always wanted to be involved in it and be involved in some way, shape, or form to help people who were fighting cancer. And when she told me about it, I jumped on the board quick and, recommended that we do a benefit show, on behalf of the women. It's something that I take pride in, and, it was great to have the TNA wrestlers, the superstars of TNA, to be able to come in and help out as well. I mean, we have, Hulk Hogan and Samoa Joe, Jay Lethal, Aces and Eights, the group that I was with, and, the ring announcer SoCal Val. So it was great to have these guys step up to the plate and really, really, really want to, help fight this battle with the women, because it was something that, everybody who's anybody who's been touched by this ugly disease, by someone that they know, family member or close, personal friend. And, it's just something that we can, if these women are in trouble and they need help, we just want to be able to help them and make their ride and smooth an easy one to be able to fight this thing on in.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's been touched by that in one way or another. And Donna and Denise were telling me they've done some wonderful things for some moms, taking care of some car payments. And so all the money that's raised for this event is definitely going to a good cause.
Yes, absolutely. Each and every bit of the money. It's not, we're all taking time out of our busy schedules to do this, and taking time from our family to do this. With me being on the road, 250 to 300 days out of the year, even when I'm on the road, Donna and I are speaking, and another lady by the name of Kim Moody and, another lady by the name of Haley. We're on the phone, and we're constantly, trying to make moves, trying to get sponsors and things like that to make it happen, because, we really want to help these women as much as possible. When they're diagnosed, it's bad enough that they're hit with that, and then they have to go through chemo. And, to go through chemo, if anybody who's ever went through it or knows someone that has, it's no joke. it tires you out, it beats you down, and it literally just wipes you out. And these women who are by themselves, who are raising kids, cannot go to work, and therefore they can't pay the bills. Well, it's our pleasure to be able to come in and, like you said, pay a car payment, pay a couple of car payments, keep the light on, keep the water running and the roof over their heads, and even groceries in the cabinets. It's just something that we feel that we have to do, because if we don't do it, it's something nobody else is going to do it, and we need to be able to, really, really help these women to be able to fight and give a fair fight, I should say, to this dreadful disease.
Absolutely, and it's great that you can, put your name towards it. You're a big celebrity in this area, and I've been following your career for a long, long time now, and I was wondering, I've been a wrestling fan for a while. I mean, do you have one match in your career that really stands out? I mean, you've done everything.
Yeah,
held every title that's imaginable. And
I think the one match that stands out, of course, is the match that we had with the Hardy Boys and Christian and Edge.
Right.
That was one that will always, a TLC match.
Yeah.
Which to this day, there's been so many crazy things that have been done in pro wrestling, but yet and still, people still look at that. Even the kids that were really, really young and didn't really understand it, they even look at it now today and say, "My God, that was a crazy match," and it was. We did it 3 or 4 separate times, and each time we did something different, and we just wowed the crowd. We enjoyed that, and for the young guy, we were the young guys on the totem pole at that time, and we had a point to prove, and we did. And that we were here to stay. We were here to make a name for ourselves, and and that's exactly what we did. The Hardy Boys went on and did what they did. Christian and Edge, went on and did what they did, and of course, Bubba and I, it's the same thing. So it was something that will always be, etched in history as one of the best matches ever. And then, of course, I think another one would have to be when we put an 89-year-old woman through a table.
Yes, I definitely remember that one too.
That was that.
Question for you: changing interest, all the time, always been, where you're going to spend your dollar on entertainment. But with the recent resurge in the popularity of wrestling, what do you think accounts for that?
Well, I think in terms of what makes wrestling, popular, things. I think the characters. I think the way we connect with fans. The storylines that they, see on the television screens and things that they can relate to. You take, for instance, look at the Attitude Era, when Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, and Triple H, during that time when I was there, I think that best describes it, where, Austin was a foul-mouthed, beer drinking, SOB, and, whenever he got mad, he told his boss off. Well, let me ask you a question. How many people out there who've gotten mad at their bosses and really wanted to take a hit on them and never really did? You couldn't, because if you did, you got fired. Well, you live vicariously through Steve. I think a lot of people live vicariously through the character that they enjoy, just for the simple fact that they can let off steam, but really enjoy what we do. And I think that's what's really gotten over with the people, and I think that's what really, makes it stick, because when you can lose touch with reality for that one split second and go into a fantasy world, sometimes that's the best thing to get, let go steam and get rid of stress. I think we do that for a lot of fans, and I think that's why wrestling has grown as much as it has.
Oh, that's for sure. And I got Nick the Greek here. He's got a question for you. We're a sportsbook show, so he's got a football-related question.
Hey, Devon, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Do you watch NFL?
Oh, absolutely. I'm just hoping that my New York Jets do extremely well this year. I know Sanchez is sitting the bench for the first game, but I'm hoping this new guy can come in and change it. To me, it looked like it was going to be a losing season for the Jets again. But I've got hope in this new quarterback. He looked good, and I just hope he can produce.
Yeah, Geno Smith has a lot of growing up to do. He didn't look that great in the preseason, and as we see, the Jets are a 4.5-point underdog opening up at home against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but if you saw what we saw last year, especially towards the end, it's better than anything that we saw last year.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So that's what I'm saying. He looks promising, because after last year, man, it was just like, man, we were ready to throw in the towel on the Jets. I've been a Jets fan since the days of Richard Todd. And although, we've been disappointed for so long, for so many years, all through the 80s and 90s and the new millennium, it just seemed like there was no hope in sight. But I'm just praying there's a glimpse of that light at the end of the tunnel, this coming season. I'm hoping, praying, keeping my fingers crossed.
They find themselves, the Jets find themselves midway in the strength of schedule this year. Last year, they really got beat up with the teams they had to play. Do you think the lack of distraction of a quarterback controversy is going to help them out at all?
Yes, I think, last year, I think that's all people were talking about, was because, they thought that Rex should have sat Sanchez down and that he shouldn't have been playing in a lot of the games and the backup quarterback. And, there was even talks about, putting Tebow in there and maybe giving him a fair shot. A lot of people I know in New York was saying that they didn't get a fair shot. It's all in what you think. I just feel that anything without controversy will make room for success. Because if there's controversy, forget about it. You're not going to have a good team. Everybody's going to be fighting with one another. You're just not going to have a good season, and that was proven last year. With everything that was being said with the quarterback controversy. So I'm hoping, because there really isn't so far, that there won't be, and that everything will turn around for this franchise. Because I'm really, really praying. I don't want to be like that Jet fan who's like a diehard Jet fan who decided to not be a Jet fan anymore because he was just so tired of being let down. I'm really, really hoping that I don't have to do that, because I'd rather die a Jet fan, and I'm just hoping that everything just goes the way it should be.
We appreciate you being part of the show. We look forward to this Saturday's event and more from you here in Brevard County and all the fans and working with Victory Casino Cruises. They're a huge partner of ours, and I know Pete and Nick the Greek are huge fans of yours. So this is a great charity. We'll make sure everybody knows to come out and support it. And thank you very much for being part of the show.
No, well, thank you for having me, guys. Thank you very much.
Hey, Devon, are there still tickets available at the door next Saturday on the 14th?
Absolutely. There will be tickets sold at the door. Come on down and get your tickets, because they are selling fast. So if you don't have your tickets, we advise you to be there. Doors open at 5, bell times at 7 p.m. So, come on down, get your tickets, because if not, you will be left out, because I know it will be sold out. So come on down.
Is there any chance for a meet and greet, perhaps, with some of the wrestlers?
Absolutely. Myself, along with everybody else from TNA Wrestling, the legendary Hulk Hogan, we will be doing a meet and greet after the show. So, we'll be able to sign autographs, 8x10s, anything you want us to sign, we'll be able to do it. We just want you to come on down and have fun and really, really, put in perspective the reason why we're here, and that's to raise money for these women. So, come on down, support us, and, enjoy the show.
I got to ask, you've had some really good ring girls. Any of those ring girls going to be there?
There will definitely be some ring girls there. I got to tell you that there's going to be two. There's going to be a ladies match on there that, boy, I'm telling you, they're tough, but they're fine as hell. So they're going to
that
be
might
there
get Jerry
well.
there now.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we got some of the best Hooters girls out there as well. So they're going to be out there because Hooters is a representative. They're helping to sponsor us, and along with World of Beer and all of that. But they're bringing some women that'll probably be, well, let's just say, thank God I'm married.
Come back on with us one more time in the future?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the next time I come on here, I want to tell you that the Jets will be in the Super Bowl. So,
we want to get you on the show this year.
Hey, let me tell you, if that happens, I want an hour. I want an hour to say that I told you so.
Hey, man, we'll bring you into the studio for that one.
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now. If the Jets are in the Super Bowl, I'll give you 2 hours.
You got it, my man. And I'm going to take you up on that, believe me.
All right, guys.
All right, Devon, thank you very much.
You're listening to the Victory Sportsbook Show here on Loudmouth Nights. We'll be back in a minute.